add any questions that you might have. Just take a minute or two to do that. These can be things that either kids or the teacher said, or it could be things you observed about the classroom physically, or the kids or the teacher physically, anything like that. Space them around. Okay, so we're going to do this like we did last time we were together when we looked at the picture. I'd like to go around the room once or twice and have everybody just say something you saw. We're not going to comment on what each other saw. If you start moving toward judgment or subjective stuff, I'm going to try and bring you back to more objective things. And I'm going to put, I was originally going to write on the whiteboard, but I want Marie to be able to participate. So, Marie, do you want to start? Tell us something you saw.
Just basic. The room had a lot of books, and the kids were looking at their Siddurim, and they were also looking at their instructor or talking to their instructor.
Okay. All right, Lisa, you want to go next?
Sure. The students were male and female, and all of them about the same age.
Sorry. I'm used to my own keyboard. Okay, Karen?
You had asked them not to talk while he was giving instructions, and that they were still talking.
Students were seated at tables, but nothing to shape of squares.
None of the boys except for Dave was where the teacher was wearing a key.
I don't believe they've been grouped, and the boys were on the other side, and the girls were in the middle.
I just want to ask a clarification. Beth used the word tables and Margaret used table. My impression was a big table, but did I not see it correctly?
Well, but this would be a question. So I'm going to make another list of questions.
I thought it was like,
Is it what Devin
I thought it was like maybe two put together.
put together? Okay.
Or like
Okay.
this kind of. Okay. This is good though. So we wanted some questions. Questions.
All right. As far as observation, the students had writing books. They had to be given pencils.
Interesting. I watched this several times through and I didn't ever notice that. Kids had books. Interesting. I noticed particularly that he asked them, is this easy? And I thought that was a really interesting question. Is this easy? and for them to recognize it wasn't an easy task.
Also, pencil related observation, he like rolled the pencils across the tables. And some of the students didn't share out to the rest of the class throughout the video.
What is going on here? So. Why is it doing this seriously? I don't know why it won't go down. Very good, Lexi.
I was curious what he whispered to that student.
That was a question.
He did it twice. He whispered to the students.
Okay, so you observed that he whispered. You had a question about what? Okay.
I think the dress code was very liberal and they could wear hats.
The dress code very liberal is a judgment. So what's the observation? Kids were wearing hats.
Different kinds of clothing and wearing hats.
What else struck you about the clothing besides wearing hats? When you say different types of clothing, what did you notice about the clothing? Can you be more specific?
Sweatshirts, casual.
That's also a judgment.
That is,
Okay,
yeah.
kids wore sweatshirts. Anything else specifically that you noticed that they wore that,
That's,
I guess we couldn't see what was on the bottom half because there's. Okay. I'm very aware of the time, so I'll make sure to do everything that we're supposed to do. Anything else pressing that you have on your list that you really want to get up here? Because we could do this for about a half hour. Yeah.
Something I noticed that bothered me was that there was very little positive praise.
Little. You
Um,
know
so
what?
it's-
Subjective. So let's see how.
That's also subjective.
yeah,
See, figured out.
I actually thought he did great because it was natural.
Right.
Like, I noticed it even was in a natural way. I don't like that, oh my gosh, you
Okay,
did
so
that.
Debbie, did you, I'm gonna come back to that, so I'm not ignoring you, but did you get any specific examples of praise?
Like when he did it,
Something specific you said?
Like I wrote down that
He
one
did.
point, like one point he said, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
I wrote down that he said, that's a
He
great
did it
answer.
very naturally and very, that's what I want to say, good job, or, oh, hey.
I
that was a good
whenever a
answer.
student says something, I always am sure to respond to it, and I don't think he responded to every student who.
So can you put that into a question?
Why did he choose not to give feedback to every student?
Choose not to give the feedback to every student. And maybe a second half of that would be, when did he choose to respond to students?
Like what, like why did he choose, yeah.
And I will make an aside that I actually think it's one of the great challenges of teaching. And some of you that I've observed already, we've talked about this. Kids will say lots and lots of different things. And the younger they are, the more things they'll say, and often the more totally unrelated they'll be, right? You know, you're talking about Hamantashen and Purim, and they ask a question about, you know, how many inches of snow there are outside, right? That's totally. And how do you decide what to respond to, what not to respond to, when to redirect, when to just ignore? So I actually just think it's a real, I think it's one of those things that can't be taught about teaching, that it's like just an experience, but I think it's a, all right, I want to show you something, which hopefully you guys can see. It's a little small, but actually I have copies of this for you guys. Okay. MTEI, which is, you guys know that this is what I base a lot of my work with you on. They're really big into triangles. Talking about triangles. We're talking about triangles. So this is one of the triangles we talk about that sees there are three parties, for lack of a better word, that are involved in learning. Did we talk about this last time? I feel like we talked about this. Yeah, we did. Okay. So I think we talked about it last time in terms that was a different triangle. We talked about the two people who are the convert to learners, and the text, right? This is a different triangle. This is going to look at the teacher, the learner, and the content. And the content could be text, it could be a video, it could be whatever they're discussing. But you have these three elements, these three parties that are engaged in kind of learning what's happening in the classroom. So for the learner, you've got the student learning, the student thinking, the student engaging. For the teacher, you've got the teacher's strategies for facilitating the student learning, the teacher's goals, navigating student questions and comments, and then you have the content. And some things fall really squarely in one of these than another, and some are probably on the on the sides of the triangle. So for example, Hiroshima to you should be holy, right? Those words would probably fit pretty squarely in content, right? The teacher saying, now I want you to make a list of 10 things would fall pretty squarely in teacher, right? The students writing things down would probably fall in pretty clearly in student. But if we go back up to our list up here, can you think of anything on our list, or it could be something not on our list, but is there anything on this list that you would think would fall maybe between somewhere else in this triangle on one of the sides between something and another?
The first one, the environment.
So the environment could be smack in the middle maybe of the triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an environment.
Or maybe it's the circle. Maybe that's what they're assignment, right? The circle around the triangle, so maybe
Yes,
that's what they're
yes,
You
assignment.
know, my perception of a lot of things at the beginning of the video were different by the end. Because at first I thought, oh my gosh, they're cramped around this thing, you know, the library. And they were surprisingly, for a supplementary school, for that large of a class, I thought they were actually pretty well behaved. And I don't know if it's because they were being videotaped, but it seemed very natural. But then by the end, yeah, my perception was different because being cramped together, I don't know.
And all of that is not objective, right? We're gonna get to the subjective.
Oh, we're still in, okay,
But it's
I didn't know we had.
no, but my point is, even though I asked you to be writing down all these objective
Yeah.
things, it's impossible to not have the subjective stuff.
Yeah.
Right, it's impossible, it's there. Forcing yourself to focus on the objective part is a real challenge. It's a real challenge. Marie, you wanna add anything to what we're talking about? I don't wanna forget you up there.
No, I'm not sure I heard the last part, so
It was actually a little off topic, so it's good. So I'm gonna choose not to repeat. All right, I want you to look at your own list, and you can look at this list, and I want you to write on the triangle. I want you to put a few different, you don't have to put everything on your list. Try and get something that would go solidly by teacher, by learner, and by content, and try and get something that would go maybe on the lines in between. Right, something that might be partly teacher and partly learner. Something that might be partly teacher and partly students. So you can get a few different things written on your triangle. It can be from your own notes or from the teacher. Sure. I think that when they were going around the room and sharing their answers and the teacher was responding, that would be somewhere between teacher and student. Right? Share your answer and the teacher was responding to those things. That'd be somewhere in between. And this is one of those things that really doesn't have a right or wrong answer. You probably could make different arguments about it.
You just kind of write it like.
Yep, there we go.
think we're all the students. Except for one.
I'm gonna keep us moving because I'm just aware of the time. I wanna make sure we have time. What's something, so who's got something that you would put by the teacher? Anything else?
That's a good one.
That's a great answer, right? A comment specifically by the teacher. Okay, great.
He also defined holy, like that it wasn't holy, W-H-O-L.
Oh, his little joke about the
Yeah.
teacher. Okay, put that by teacher. What about something specifically by learner? Specifically on the learner, it would be like the learner. and
The
the point of
one
reference.
boy, like, he lifted his book up, his page when he was writing.
Oh, like he was trying to
Like, so the other guy didn't copy or
Interesting,
whatever.
see that, okay, that was done.
He was the one that he whispered
He
to.
whispered to me, okay. Anybody have anything that's specifically learner?
I noticed that, the students did not like interact with one another during, so they stuck to the task, and interrupt each other.
The students being very task oriented, really doing what they're supposed to do. What else is very specifically content?
The text itself.
Okay, so excellent, so I wanted to go to the next, so when the student, no, perfect, when the student read the text itself, the book, was content. But the minute that the student read the text out loud, it became between content and student. Excellent. How about something between teacher and learner?
Not be, told to not be influenced by.
So when the teacher said to the kids, don't be influenced by each other, excellent, that was about that relationship. Can we think of something that's somewhere between?
Between teacher and content, what is it?
This is easy, interesting. I don't know, is that between teacher and content or teacher and learner? I think I would put it between teacher and learner because I think what he was asking was the task of thinking things that are wholly easy. He had asked about the text being hard, maybe. I'm not sure. But like I said, I think you can come up with multiple answers to a lot of these. What about something else between teacher? Yeah.
Member suggested it's now time for men's home swim. The pool will reopen to
I
all.
thought it was Marie, but it's an announcement. I'm so confused. It's like her lips weren't moving and then. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so
I knew you were losing.
Okay, then we think of something between teacher and content.
His response to their answers.
Is that between teacher and student?
I guess it's
It's a hard one. Yeah.
the content of what
It's
discussion.
it's his respect for what he's teaching, that he has chosen this, so it clearly he is heavily invested in what he's teaching and in being sure it is passed along.
Maybe the answer I gave for teacher was really between, because I said, defined holy, maybe that's.
So that might be between teacher. Very good. Excellent. Lesson plan? The lesson plan, excellent. Lesson plan in our hands between teacher and content. Excellent. So this is just a frame for thinking about it. A good lesson. Where do you think it would lean more? Do you think it would be more on one side of the triangle or the other? Do you think it would be balanced between all points of the triangle?
I think we're swayed because the camera was maybe mostly the students, so we couldn't always,
This is
hearing wise, we could.
This is a limitation of observing a class using a camera versus being sitting in the classroom, right? Because we could only see what the camera was focused on. Sometimes when you do it with a camera, the camera is like fixed in one place and shows the whole room, which is probably better. The camera was moving, so you only saw what the camera person was focusing on. So that is absolutely a limitation of this. All right, so we are going to break up into groups. I am going to we're going to watch the video again. One group is going to be in charge of watching it again from the vantage point of the teacher. So this time when you're taking notes, I want you to be very focused on what the teacher is doing, what the teacher's doing, what the teacher's saying. You're looking at it from the teacher's point of view. Not necessarily from his point of view, but from the point of view of looking at what a teacher does. Second group is going to focus on the learners. What are the learners doing? What are they saying? What are they doing? What's happening with the learners? And probably toughest part, the third group is going to look in terms of content. What's happening with the content? I have questions to go with you. Okay, so for and I have this written down, I'll give it to you in a minute, but for the ones doing the teacher, you're thinking about what activities the teacher employed, key moments of learning and how the teacher facilitated them, key interactions between teachers and students. For the point of view of the students, you're looking for evidence of student learning, what contributes to students' learning. You can trace the progression, the transformation of the students' ideas from beginning to end, and what new knowledge the students take. And then, for the point of view of the content, we're looking at what's the focus of the lesson, what significant Jewish ideas are encountered, how the ideas are developed, what it would be useful for the teachers to know in order to teach the content, and what about the content is important for teachers to know. So you're going to watch the video again, taking more notes this time. It could be a little more subjective, I think, in this case, but thinking about all those things. And your group is going to discuss it and try and come up with some examples, answers to these questions, and then we're going to share back. Does that sound good? So there are 9 of you, so let's try and do 3 in a group. And Marie, I'm going to let you pick which one you want to be watching for when you watch it and take some notes there, okay?
Okay.
People who would like to do it, you're going to do the teacher. Okay. Lisa. Wes. Agree. Okay. Right, all right. No, I'm not going to go 3 of you, but wait, you 2 are in together. Somebody else. Somebody else going to work with these 2 in the future. I want you to get up and move. Also want you to all get to know each other. All right. 3 people want to do the point of view of the students. Again, I'm not really welcome to do it. Karen, you want to do the students? Okay. You gotta move and be with your group now. Everybody else's content. So. Roger and this.
Ron, Ken, Jazzy, Bruce, do we have a?
Are you printer too? Rick, your copy, right? Right, you need to move with the group. Who else is students is coming over here? Anyone else? Go over there, go there. Why don't you go there? Right. Marie, what did you pick?
Content.